Good morning. My parcel was supposed to come around 11, but it's 9:30 now and it already arrived. I'm very happy to have 200 new syringes and my pH testing paper. So it's time to go upstairs to do some dyeing. Welcome to my very basic explanation of Knit Companion. I use Knit Companion on a daily basis, and I most of the time use it on my iPad, but somehow it didn't work with the audio. So I opened Knit Companion on my laptop. I started a screen recording, and I'm going to use the winter seeds pattern that you see here on the right side. This is a pattern designed by me for a scarf. I just did not get around to actually turning it into a pattern, but it's my chart, so I can use it. And if you open or if you load a pattern into Knit Companion, it will ask you for a name, but this one is already in here. And as you can see, it's just a one-page pattern. If you have several pages, they will be listed here in the gray bar on top. I'm going to show you how I like to prep a chart for knitting. First of all, we are going to go to Setup at the top of the screen. And then you see the plus sign at the right side of your screen here. And I'm going to click that, and then it will ask you, what do you want to make? I want to make a chart piece. Then it wants you to tell which page the chart is on. Well, I only have a one-page pattern. So, but if you have a pattern that has 3 pages with explanation, and then a page with a key, and then a page with the charts, then you pick the page with the charts. And you go to next. Now you see a blinking arrow in the upper left corner. It wants you to show where the chart on the page is. So I'm going to go into the corner and I'm going to drag and drag and drag until I approximately charted out the actual chart. You don't have to be precise, because if you go to the bottom of your page, you see here the magic wand icon and you click it. And then you see the magic happen. Knit Companion now knows that you have 12 visible rows over 55 number of stitches. And to see if all worked out well, there's a grid over your chart and you can see that Knit Companion did an excellent job with the magic wand. I'm going to rename it Chart 1. Now for my next step, I will go to Edit. In the center at the top of your screen, you see Edit and you click it. The first thing I do is on the right side of the screen, click the magic wand icon again. And then on the bottom left corner you see click the plus to add a marker. And I want Knit Companion to make me magic markers. Please click on a stitch to select it. So I'm just going to randomly pick one of the knit stitches, and then in the bottom of the screen there's the magic wand again. You click it and ta-da! All your knit stitches are in a color now. I would like Knit Companion to help me count. So here in the bottom of the screen I pick current row, and now you see that all the clusters of stitches have a number in the middle with the amount of stitches there are next to each other. You can see here that there are 2 knit stitches next to each other, but it only counts from 3 and up. I don't like red in my chart, so I'm going to make this one gray, and then I'm going to add another magic marker. So I'm going to the plus sign in the bottom left of my screen, a magic marker, and this time I choose the purl stitch. I choose the magic wand icon again, and there are all your purl stitches, or they are purl on the right side of your work and knit on the wrong side. I want them to count these 2, so I click current row, because I like it better if I only have info on the row that I'm working on. You can pick all rows, of course, but I always choose current row, and I'm going to get rid of the red by making these a little darker gray. Now I'm going to go to the left side of my screen again, and I'm going to pick this icon with the pointy finger. I don't want this vertical line in my chart, which is my stitch slider, so I'm going to turn that off. And invert is already on. If I turn it off, you see what it does. The chart is completely light, and the row you are working on is darker, and I like that the opposite way. So I'm going to turn invert on, and now only the row that I'm working on will be in the lighter color. I also want to have the key present at all times. So I'm going to go back to the top of my screen, choose Setup again, go to the plus sign on the right side of my screen and choose Key. It asks you on which page the key is. Well, I still have only one page in this pattern, so that's the page I'm gonna pick. And there is the blinking arrow in the top left corner again. And I'm going to drag around the key for this pattern. I can name it key and save. Once I prepped the chart and the key, I am ready to knit. So I'm going to pick knit in the center at the top of your screen. And now it gives you the key at the bottom of the screen and the chart in the middle of your screen. And you are ready to knit row 1, and that is a knit 1 purl 1 all the way. And once you have row 1 done, you can click the blue square here, the counter, and it will bring you to row 2. There's still not much to see, but once we get to row 3, look what it does. It says you need 6 stitches here and 17 stitches there, and that is so easy because you don't have to count how many purl stitches do I have here, and it is a real joy to, well, if you would only use these 2 features in your knitting, that would already mean so much easier knitting. If you made a mistake, for example, you don't want to be in row 3 but you want to be in row 2, you click the row counter and you hold, and then it gives you a menu to go back 1 row. Well, this way you can work all the way through your chart without too much counting, and well, this is the absolute basic I can show you about Knit Companion. I hope you like this video. If you are a Knit Companion user, you are probably using this already. But if you are not a paid Knit Companion user, well, this is just one of the many features that the program provides, and it is an absolute joy to use it while knitting or crocheting, or I think you can even use it for embroidery, but I only use it for knitting. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope to see you again tomorrow, and I wish you happy knitting. Bye bye.